eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First down, Young. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Young. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The Raiders still looking for that first win. 0-6 to start the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Young on 3rd down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
11 MT, take 11 MT, take 12, 11 MT, 12.
Burrow on 3rd down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MP, 11 MP.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there and couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
I'm on, ready?
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try the left side. Compton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
On 2.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Young off the play fake. On the move to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Young. Forced out to his left. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Young on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, it's Young. The left side throw complete to Adams. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Young will set to throw. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice try. Come back next time, we'll go get 6 then. But for now, we'll take the 3.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
11 Thomas. 11.
Now it's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He will find his man Chase, complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. First down. Here's Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
It certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that, because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards.
That's good for a Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
The play fake. Now Young. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. Really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back to it after the pick six. Young. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. It's Young off play action. And Waller taking it in over the middle. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They go with Jacobs, and this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
3rd and goal, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. McPherson on for the extra point. It's 21-3.
Is good. Makes the score. Bengals 21, Raiders 3. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And they will take a knee here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Young. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
11 mighty. Stop.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
11, 11, 11, 11.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
11, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Touchdown! Jamar Chase with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Bengals are pouring it on. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been a result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here is Young. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time. But the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Young on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Young. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT, take. 11, stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 mighty, 11 stop.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action. Young. And it's complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Young looks to throw on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
11 MT, 11 MT.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow, quick slant caught by Chase. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
11. 12.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that is incomplete. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there's a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unreal.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Raiders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Young back near the goal line. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
And now here is another interception.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Mixon running wide side. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Young. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. And you hate to say it for the rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man. Complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, you know, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
11 Thomas. 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Fair catch. Game over 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
To Michael Thomas. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Young. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Young now. He gets it to Thomas.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Young working out of the gun. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, it's Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Fair catch. Game over 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Runs over.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a
GG's, man. GG's. You get
it was truly playing at an elite level.
GG's.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed They did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Cincinnati, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts.